How's it going? I'm Garcia, guitarist for the Grateful Dead. I wanted to start out by telling you some of our adventures on the road. So, it was early 70s, we got absolutely shystered by, actually it was one of our band members, Mickey Hart. His father, Lenny Hart, he basically screwed over the whole band. I think he took up a ton of our money and basically ran off. And I'm not talking to him again. And so Mickey, during that year, he booked it. He said, I'm taking a break. At that time, we thought it was the real thing, like he wasn't gonna, be in the band anymore. But, so Billy Kay, Bo Kreitzman, he plays the conventional kit. Mickey's more the, I don't want to say extra, but percussive stuff, like bongos sometimes. He's still, he adds just as much as Bill, and we're so glad that he came back a few years later down the road. So Bill Kreutzmann was he was our only drummer he was our only drummer for a while. And it actually sounded great. I think when you have less band members, it can be easier to kind of string it all together. But we were missing that element of Mickey's playing that really gave some extra oomph to what we were working with. But yeah, so the thing about the Dead is really it all sprung out from traditional bluegrass and folk and old-time music that once we got our electric instruments, the elements of older music blended with the new, with this rock revolution that was taking place in the 60s. And so you could say that we've brought a lot of old material back to the surface. So there's one song we play called Piggy-O, and it goes like this. As we rode out to Fenario, as we rode out to Fenario, my captain fell in love with a lady like a dove. As we rode out to Fenario. So I usually don't sing alone, just my voice, but you're getting a special treat. So, yeah, so Bob Dylan played that song on his first album off Columbia Records. It was self-titled Bob Dylan. There were only 2 original songs on his first album. It was criticized by some, but we at the Grateful Dead, at least me, I thought those songs he was playing was right where it's at, and I thought he was giving something new to it, something special to it. So Peggy-O is one song that we do play. It's sort of a more emotional one, and we like to mix a lot of different moods in our in our song choices and songwriting. But so one thing that we've received a mixture of praise and criticism for is that we don't use a set list. So we kind of operate through using like patterns and cycles of songs. There's songs that go together, songs that always go 1 2, or it can go 1 2 3 4 5 6, and there are different strings of songs that can happen. So say there's what the our fans are called Deadheads. So yeah, so the name, it's a funny way to identify yourself. Say I'm a Deadhead, because some people might say, ask a fan of us, they'd say, well, aren't you dead in the head? Don't you have to be dead in the head to like the Grateful Dead? And I just think that's annoying. Basically, the Deadheads who created that name, they were being funny. It was like, yeah, we're a bunch of Deadheads. Yeah, we just follow around this band of, I don't know what, all across the country. And we get together, we have fun, we find a way to get into the shows. So, yeah, so like I was saying, it's like Scarlet Fire, that's what the fans have named the pairing of the song Scarlet Begonias with Fire on the Mountain. So Scarlet Begonias goes a little like, yeah, so they sound similar in a way. But so here's a little bit of Scarlet Begonias. As I was walking around Grosvenor Square, not a feeling or a chill in the air. She's in the other direction, she was calling my hand. It was an illusion, but I might as well try. And it wasn't wrong, they'll trust you. I don't even like it, but she into the blues. So then we do these segues, so we try to make the transition from song to song, a lot of the times, be very subtle. Sometimes it's not so subtle, but yeah, so then it goes into Fire on the Mountain, which is just basically mostly 2 chords, and so I continue the chorus. I'm not remembering the verses right now. Long distance runner, what you waiting there for? And it goes, fire, fire on the mountain, fire, fire on the mountain, fire, fire on the mountain. Yeah, so it basically, like, the way I met these guys, it just sort of happened one after the other, and we just kind of linked up, and we felt linked up in a way, and sort of how we were feeling about the times and how we felt about music. So once the acid test started taking place, things really started to get rolling, and that is how the Grateful Dead formed after many, well, we had a few, we were known under a few different titles and sort of formations, but in the end you got the Grateful Dead, and you know, I'm gonna keep doing this for as long as I can. It's a pretty good gig for me, but yeah, so the next stop is in Santa Clara, and yeah, expect a good show, and I hope you can make it to either that or, you know, we haven't planned our next tour yet, but we're pretty much constantly touring. So hopefully we'll see you at a stop along the way. And remember, if you have access to some of the CDs, maybe check out our full band version of Scarlet Fire, Scarlet Begonias, and Fire on the Mountain, and Peggy Out, and oh, there's just one more that I want to show you, and that is I Know You Rider, which is, it's a traditional melody. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Dun, 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 dun. I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Dun, 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 dun. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Alright, thank you so much, and I'll see you maybe on Shakedown Street sometime soon. So thank you so much for the interview, and hopefully I see you down the road. I'm also in I have a solo project going that I've been doing for a long time called Garcia Band. My bassist, one of my best friends, is John Kahn, and we play a mixture. Well, we actually play mostly covers in that band. I love doing renditions of other people's songs and doing them my own way. So, yeah, we also did a really slow version of Friend of the Devil. So, thank you for the interview, and hopefully I see you at a show somewhere on down the line, and keep on trucking. Alright, thank you.